Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, April 9th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had a good day today. I know, can't complain too much about it. I am going to complain just a little, but overall, it was really good. Anytime we get this pattern with the Dow where it's going up real strong the way it did yesterday, gets us into a lot of positions, and then gaps up in the morning, that means we're going to get out really well. And that's what happened today. Oh, yeah, I think we had 20 some $1,000 yesterday on the close here in our 13 positions, and those gapped up. I think at one point they were up over $90,000 here, so we're seeing a jump from 27,000 to 90,000 on the open. That's great. This is like it used to be all the time, and it indicates a healthy, strong bull market, which it is. And so, what happened today is, though we got out of those 13 positions, closed out with over $83,000 in profits. That is a good day, folks. That's a big, big day for us. $83,000, and we're out. Now, the other downside to this pattern is when stocks open up like this and make their highs the first hour or so of the day, we tend to buy things up here. And then that is the high, and it kind of slides for the rest of the day. And that is what happened today. So we end up with 15 positions. Only 4 were positive and 11 were negative. And we have negative 22,000 going into tomorrow. That's quite a bit, but I'm not complaining because with about an hour to go, that 22,000, it was over like 45,000 negative, and I was looking at this and thinking this could wipe out our profits of this morning, which were again over 83,000. Now I don't really think so, but anything could happen. I mean, if this thing gaps down 1,000 points, I mean, we're dead. But I don't think that's very likely. Um, but we'll just have to see. But these are volatile markets, and anything can happen. But I'm not too worried about these negative positions. If we just get out of this with $22,000 negative after an almost $84,000 win today, I'm not going to complain at all. I'll show you some. By the way, officially the Dow here is up 286, and if we look at the long view here, you can see that from where we closed today, we're getting very, very close to saying we have recovered half of this huge loss that took place from the second week of February to about the third week of March. And I'm sure nobody is saying we're halfway through the COVID-19 mess, but stocks are telling us maybe we are. This looks really good. And again, as I've said before, this is a bull market. I'll show you. I'm going to show you 4 of the stocks today, and just so you don't get the idea, I always show good stocks. Let's show you our worst stock first. This is Carvana, company that's CVNA. And, this is stuff that happens. I tell you, we buy the gaps, And sometimes you buy those gaps and they don't go right. And we ended up this morning, big gap up this morning in Carvana. We ended up buying almost the top of the market there. And then from that point on, it just sold off all day, closing pretty close to its low. And we were down $9,000. We're still holding this. I don't get out of this stuff. I hang on to them because usually we'll get a better open tomorrow. Maybe not, but um, the sell off. I think all the energy for the sell off took place today. We can hold this tomorrow and we might get a little better deal. But anyway, we're down 9,000 in Carvana, and now the good ones. I'll show you three more that were good, and I've showed you these before, but we're out of them now. This is Overstock, OSTK, Overstock.com. We had bought this yesterday, second hour, closed really nicely yesterday, but it pops up this morning, then does a little pullback here. We didn't get out right at the top, but we still got out of that with $14,500 in Overstock. Really nice trade there. Then here's another one, and this is ACHC, which is Acadia Healthcare, and our Acadia Healthcare, we actually re-entered it yesterday after a small trade here, and it kept going very nicely, and it popped up for us. And this time we got almost the top of the market there. Beautiful trade. And we got $11,600 out of Acadia Healthcare. And then last but certainly not least, and I've shown you this before, this is PCG, which is PG&E Corporation. We had bought this yesterday, second hour. Nice close yesterday, but it gaps up very nicely with a little pullback here, and we got out of that with $18,800. So we had some really big trades here, and add those things up, we got out of today with over almost $84,000 in profits. So gotta say we had a good day. Let's hope we just don't make those losses worse tomorrow. I think we'll be okay. But it is Freaky Friday. You never know what's going to happen on Friday. This is Trader Bob. See you tomorrow.